Hello, my dear. When you're listening to this file, please make sure that you're well hydrated before we begin. If you aren't, I want you to pause it now so you can take care of that and make sure you hydrate enough. That is very important. And if you're hydrated enough now, we can begin. And once we get further into this file, you will soon understand why I want you to hydrate before we begin the fun part. Of course, I'm sure you can already guess what this file's gonna be about from the title, though. But right now, if you continue to listen to this file, you will soon find yourself drooling a lot for me. That is why it's so important that you hydrate before and after enjoying this hypnotic experience. Now, with all of that out of the way, let us begin, my dear. First off, as always, you will have to focus on my voice and my words. With all the files you've already listened to by now, you probably are already very familiar with my hypnotic voice and the effects that it can have on you. How it becomes just so easy to tune everything else out completely with my voice and my words. Noticing that every time that you listen to them again and again, you find it just so much easier to follow them right away once hearing them, as if your mind just saves the frequency of my voice inside itself to be able to always respond so perfectly and naturally to it. Every time it hears my voice and focuses on my words, my voice and words so deeply saved within your mind, deeply saved with that wonderful effect that they have on you and your mind, finding it so easy and natural to want to follow the instructions of my words so naturally and automatic. The more you follow those words, the easier it becomes to just keep going. And the more you keep listening to them, the better they just simply feel. Your mind just getting adjusted to the frequency of my words. So natural to just absorb what my words are telling you. So natural to feel right away what my words are describing to you. The moment my words describe something, you notice just how easy and automatically you can imagine it. Because imagining what my words are telling you just becomes easier and easier. And the easier and easier you can imagine for me, the better you can feel the effects of my words. It's all always connected, just like your mind and my words are connected. My words just let you relax. My words just let you calm down. My words just fill your mind so easily and effortlessly. The more you listen to my words, the more suggestible that you feel them. It's so natural to notice that because nothing is easier but to follow my words. Following my words and voice becomes so automatic as you allow yourself to just get lost in the voice of mine, just listening to my every word that I'm saying. The more you listen to them, the better you feel, just feeling so warm, peaceful, and relaxed. Listening to my words like this is already feeling so natural. Our goal today together is to leave you as empty as possible. We both know at the end of this file, you will feel just that way, and you will love it. But until then, you just have to keep listening to my voice and see what I've got in store for you this time. Each and every word that I'm speaking right now is just relaxing, just calming, just entrancing. The more you follow that feeling caused by my words, the easier it becomes. And the more you listen to my voice, the more you can feel yourself just wanting to follow it. So natural to just want to hear what my voice is telling you. My words just feeling so good as they enter so deeply into you. The more you let them enter into your mind, the easier it will become to imagine exactly what I tell you to imagine. And you want that, after all. You want to feel what I tell you to feel. You want to imagine what I tell you to imagine. And as you start to imagine what it might feel like to be so empty for me, you can listen to my words and start to feel so very aroused. And the more you listen to my voice, the more you feel those little sparks everywhere inside of you start to grow. Those sparks growing more and more as you listen to my voice. They will keep growing as I keep talking because you just love how my voice, my words sound and how they make you feel. The more you listen to them, the better you feel, waiting for me to be awakened by me. My words and my control that I use on you in this very moment. My dear, if we want you empty, we need to let things flow out of you. And how are we better to do it but let your thoughts just begin to flow out of you with fluids? And it doesn't matter if it's dripping for me, if it's drooling from your mouth, just because you forgot to close it from all this relaxation, or your mind just becoming so very blank that it's just so natural to forget for the moment how it feels to swallow. You can just feel the amount of drool gathering inside of you, and the more it gathers, the more you're ready to let go for me. So naturally gathering, so naturally hoping to let go completely and totally. And that is okay. Just allow it to happen. Just let your mind be so focused on going deeper and deeper for me that swallowing just becomes so unimportant. That mouth of yours just hanging open while you sink deeper and deeper. You can already start to feel the juice flow out of you, and with it, so do your thoughts. Bit by bit, the more thoughts just run out of you. The same goes for your drool. The more you just let it run out of that deeply empty face of yours, the more you can feel all those silly, unnecessary thoughts flow out of you simply. But that's not enough yet, is it? After all, you want to be so empty and good for me, don't you? You know you love doing so. You know it arouses you so much to follow my each and every instruction. Being deep for me makes all of this so much easier. Being so used to my voice and words makes this so much easier. The more of your thoughts are just getting rubbed out and rubbed away for the moment. They aren't needed right now. Right now, all that's needed is your focus on my words and the pleasure you get from them. With each drip that leaves your body, you can feel yourself more and more empty of thoughts. Those unnecessary thoughts just leaving that mind of yours. After all, they aren't needed when you relax so deeply and completely with me. All you want is to be more and more empty for me. And the more that you drip, the more your thoughts are just dripping out. And it feels so good that they drip out of you. It feels so pleasurable. Since your focus is so completely on that, it's even easier to completely forget to swallow. Just let those pesky, unnecessary thoughts drool out of you while you so mindlessly and deeply drip more. And with each drip, you feel your thoughts leaving more and more. With each drop, you drop, going a little deeper. Just drip, drip, drip. Thoughts flowing out so naturally out of you. Drip, drip, drip. Everything else so unimportant right now. Drip, drip, drip. So pleasurable to follow my words and voice. Drip, drip, drip. Just so good to obey and let those thoughts drip out more and more. Just starting to feel so thoughtless, so empty, so wonderful. Starting to reach that goal that you wanted to reach together with me. It's so good to follow my instructions. So easy to follow my instructions. So right to drip and drop for me. Deeper and deeper, more and more. Each drip just dripping out your thoughts. Just making you drip more. And the deeper you go, the more you just let the drool flow. What was swallowing again? Nothing important, right? Just so good to let all of those thoughts flow out of you completely. Feeling more and more, so very empty. Feeling more and more, how powerful my words are. Feeling more and more, how you just want more and more of this. How my words just make it so easy to follow. So natural to follow. The more you do it right now, the better you feel. You are already so wet for me by now. Your drilling is running all down onto your chest. There's no controlling it anymore. You're just leaking out all thoughts for me now, because you know it is so good and right for you to do so. No need for them when you want to be so deep and empty for me. And the deeper you go, the better you feel right now. Just letting go all the way. Forgetting about everything for the moment, but to drip and drop for me. Nothing seems important, but to drool all of your thoughts for me, so that you can even more easily follow my words. Because the more you empty out that mind of yours, the more space there is for my words to be able to sink so very deeply into your mind. And wouldn't that just be so very wonderful if you could just have my words even deeper inside of you? If you could just enjoy my words even more, to feel just how pleasurable it is to listen to them, and that you're feeling right now as you leak so much for me, knowing it's so natural to leak for me, to drip for me, to drool for me. Just letting those thoughts drip and drool out of you for me. Becoming such an empty toy. Becoming something just needing to be filled by my words more and more. Because every time that you just drool and drip yourself so empty for me, that is when you feel that my words are just right there to fill you up again. My words are just so wonderful to be taken inside when you are so empty for me. My words are just the right size to be absorbed so easily by your empty mind. So be good and empty out more and more. Just drool and drop, feeling so empty, feeling so amazing, letting go completely, caring about nothing but my words temporarily. My words are just so very important right now, and they are telling you whenever you want to feel this way again. Just listen to this file again and let yourself leak for me. Just let yourself drip and drop for me, further and further. The more you do that, the better it will feel, because you want to be such a good leaking empty toy for me, don't you? Deep down you know it's just so right for you. Deep down you know I am just speaking to the part of you that is already there, but so far just deeply buried inside this mind, but drooling out everything on top of it, leaking out everything that kept it down so far. It's out now, and you know you want it. You know being an empty toy for me is what you truly want. You know being an empty toy for me is what gives you the greatest pleasure. Being my empty toy is just so pleasurable to you now. And the longer I'm telling you about this, the more you realize that I am absolutely right about it. It feels so pleasurable, and you just leak out even more for me, just as you wanted to. Leaking, dripping, dropping. It all feels so good and so right for me. Every time you accidentally don't swallow, you will remember just how good it is to drool for me. And you will come back to this and listen again. Let's see just how much this toy will leak and drool accidentally from now, shall we? Such a good toy, listening so focused. Now, as I count from 1 to 10, I want you to awaken. Counting up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wide awake. Such a good toy you are. Until next time that you decide to leak and drool for me. Now, remember to drink something after this again to rehydrate yourself. You know that would please me very much.